Kids Tunes Miku, a collection of fairy tales and children's stories. Like and subscribe. Alice in Wonderland. In a beautiful village full of blooming flowers lived a little girl named Alice. She had wavy blonde hair, sparkling blue eyes, and loved wearing a light blue dress with a white ribbon. Alice was a curious child who loved reading books about adventures and magical worlds. One warm afternoon, Alice sat under a big tree with her sister, reading a book. But she felt bored. Why doesn't this book have pictures or magical stories? Alice muttered. Suddenly, a white rabbit wearing a waistcoat and carrying a large pocket watch ran past her. Oh my! A rabbit wearing a waistcoat and a watch? Alice gasped. The rabbit cried out, "Oh dear! I'm late, I'm late!" Without thinking, Alice stood up and followed him. "Hey, wait for me," she called. The white rabbit jumped into a large hole beneath a bush. Alice peeked inside. It's so dark, but where did he go? Before she could think, she fell. Whoosh! Alice slid down a long tunnel as if she were floating. Bookshelves, antique clocks, paintings, and world maps spun around her. I'm falling, but it feels like flying, she thought. At last, she landed softly in a round room with many colorful little doors. In the middle stood a tiny glass table. On it was a small bottle labeled, "Drink Me." Alice picked it up. Drink me? How strange. But her curiosity won. She took a sip. In an instant, her body shrank to the size of a doll. Now the little doors fit her perfectly. She found a tiny golden key, opened one door, and beyond it lay the most beautiful garden she had ever seen. Alice stepped out and found a garden full of talking flowers. Roses, tulips, and lilies sang together. "Welcome, Alice," said the red rose with a smile. Alice gasped. "You can talk? This is Wonderland, dear." "Anything is possible," answered the lily. Alice walked further. In the distance she saw the white rabbit still running. "I must catch him," she said. She ran past giant mushrooms, shimmering butterflies, and a little stream of crystal blue water. On top of a big red mushroom sat a large blue caterpillar smoking from a long pipe. His smoke formed strange letters in the air. "Who are you?" the caterpillar asked in a deep voice. "I'm Alice," she said softly. "Then who are you, really?" he asked again. Alice hesitated. I don't know. I feel like I keep changing since I came here." The blue caterpillar gave a faint smile. "Eat the right side of this mushroom and you'll shrink. Eat the left side and you'll grow." Alice cut a small piece of the mushroom and put it in her pocket. "Thank you," she said. She continued walking and reached a fork in the road. Up in a tree appeared a purple and pink striped cat with a wide grin. "Where are you going, Alice?" "I'm looking for the white rabbit," she replied. "You can go that way." The cat pointed one direction. "Or that way," he pointed another. "But which way leads where?" Alice asked, confused. The Cheshire Cat laughed. "In Wonderland, every way can be right or wrong." Ha ha ha. Then his body faded slowly, leaving only his grin in the air. Alice chose the path he had shown and kept going. In a small garden under a tree, a long table was set with teacups. Two strange creatures were having a party. The Mad Hatter with his tall funny hat and the lively March Hare. A little dormouse slept inside a teapot. "Welcome to the tea party that never ends," cried the Mad Hatter. Alice sat politely. They offered her tea and odd cakes shaped like clocks. The Mad Hatter spoke quickly, flipping his pocket watch like a toy. "Time here doesn't move straight," he said. "That's why we're always drinking tea at 6 o'clock. Alice laughed, though still puzzled. After a while, she said goodbye. "Thank you for the tea," she said. Alice finally arrived at a grand palace full of marching card soldiers. In the courtyard, white roses were being painted red by the soldiers. "Quick, paint the roses before the queen arrives," One soldier cried. Suddenly, a loud voice boomed. "Who dares touch my roses?" It was the Queen of Hearts, a large woman in a red and black gown with a golden crown and fierce eyes. Beside her stood the small, calm King of Hearts. Behind them, the White Rabbit, now revealed as a palace servant. "Who is this girl?" shouted the Queen. I'm Alice," she stammered. "Seize her," cried the Queen. Off with her head, Alice stepped back in fear. But then she remembered the magic mushroom the caterpillar had given her. She nibbled the left side, her body grew as tall as a giant. Now Alice towered over them. The card soldiers ran in panic. The Queen gasped and stepped back. Who are you?" "I'm Alice, and I'm not afraid of you," she declared boldly. The Queen screamed, "Catch her!" but no one dared to come near. The White Rabbit whispered, "Alice, hurry. Leave before it's too late." Alice looked at the Queen, then took a bite of the other side of the mushroom and shrank back down. She ran as fast as she could toward a big door. "I must get out of here." Alice ran and ran. Suddenly everything became blurry. The colors of Wonderland faded. She felt like falling again into the rabbit hole. "Wake up, Alice," came her sister's gentle voice. Alice opened her eyes. She was back under the big tree, her sister's book on her lap. "Oh, so it was all a dream?" she thought. She smiled to herself, but it felt so real. She looked up at the sky. Wonderland, someday I want to return there. From that day on, Alice became braver, wiser, and more imaginative. She learned that the world is full of wonders if we look at it with the curious eyes of a child.